Now come to order. Can we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, honorable city council members, to our mayor, our treasurer, to our city clerk in her absence, to our city attorney, chief of staff, administrative staff, members of the public here in the council chamber, and those viewing via our broadcast channel and YouTube Live. Welcome to the City of Romulus City Council regular meeting. Today is Monday, August 24th, 2026. Members of the public wishing to participate in this meeting may do so under the public comment portions of the agenda. Please fill out a request to speak public comment card located on the table in the back of the chambers and hand it to me, the deputy clerk. At this time, we'll have roll call. Councilwoman Abdo.
Here.
Councilman Bullock.
Here.
Councilman Jones.
Here.
Councilwoman Roscoe.
Here.
Councilwoman Talley.
Here.
Councilman Wadsworth.
Here.
And Councilman Wilhite.
Here.
Madam Chair, we have a quorum for tonight's meeting.
Thank you.
Tonight's meeting agenda is as follows. Number 1, agenda. 2, public comment for agenda items only. Number 3, approval of the consent agenda. Number 4, discussion, items removed from the consent agenda. Number 5 is petitioners. 6, chairperson's report. 7, mayor's report. 8, clerk's report. Number 9, treasurer's report. 10, public comment. 11, unfinished business. 12, new business. 13 is warrant. Number 14 is communications. And number 15 is adjournment. And a motion will be in order to accept tonight's regular meeting agenda as presented.
So moved.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Abdo, seconded by Ms. Roscoe for the approval of the irregular council meeting agenda as presented. Ms. Abdo.
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe.
Yes.
Mr. Jones.
Yes.
Mr. Wilhite.
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth.
Yes.
Mr. Bullock.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
Thank you, City Council. Number 2 is public comment for agenda items only. This is the portion of the agenda for those in the audience who would like to address the City Council regarding agenda items only. Comments on non-agenda items will be heard later in the meeting during the second public comment period, which is agenda item number 10. The rules to address City Council can be found on the back of the meeting agenda. If you would like to address the City Council for items on the agenda, please raise your hand, and after being acknowledged by the chairperson, approach the podium and state your name. Members of the public who submitted a public comment card will be called upon first. You will have 3 minutes to speak. Any additional time will be upon the consent of the chairperson. Madam Chair, I have not received a public comment card for agenda items.
Thank you, Deputy Clerk. Anyone want to speak at this time on items that's on the agenda for this evening? That's this time right now, just agenda items. Okay.
Madam Chair, I would like to remove 3D from the consent agenda to be voted on later.
Madam Chair, we're not actually at that item yet. We're still on agenda item number 2.
Sorry. Jumped the gun.
All right, Madam Chair, if I can close out public
We can
comment.
close that out.
All right. Agenda item 3 is approval of the consent agenda. All matters listed under the consent agenda are considered routine by the council and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items. If discussion of an item is requested, it will be removed from the consent agenda and considered under the next agenda item. The items for approval under the consent agenda are as follows. Agenda item 3A, approval of the minutes from the regular meeting held on Monday, August 10th, 2026 at 7:30 p.m. Agenda item 3B, approval of the minutes from the special meeting closed session held on Monday, August 10th, 2026 at 6:45 p.m. to discuss pending union matters. Agenda item 3C, approval of the reappointment of Vonda Cooley to the Police, Fire, and Safety Commission with a term to expire on February 22nd, 2028. Agenda item 3D, approval of the reappointments of Mark Wilhite, Cynthia Harris, and Debbie Latner to the Police, Fire, and Safety Commission with terms to expire on February 22nd, 2029. And finally, agenda item 3E, approval of the reappointment of Catherine Morse to the Local Officers Compensation Commission with a term to expire on June 24, 2033.
Thank you. Mr. Wilhite?
Yes, I would like, through the chair, I'd like to remove 3D to be voted on.
Thank you. So we can just go on with the rest, with the removal of that?
That is correct.
Okay.
Madam Chair,
Ms. Roscoe?
if there's no other request to remove any other items, I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda with the removal of 3D for discussion underneath Agenda 4.
Thank you, Ms. Roscoe. We need a second.
Support.
Thank you. It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, seconded by Mr. Bullock for the approval of consent agenda with the removal of item 3D to be discussed under the discussion portion after this motion. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
City Council, number 4 is discussion items removed under consent agenda, and agenda item 3D was removed from the consent agenda, and the request is approval of the reappointments of Mark Wilhide, Cynthia Harris, and Debbie Latner to the Police, Fire, and Safety Commission, with terms to expire on February 22nd, 2029.
Someone will make that motion?
So moved, Madam Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Wadsworth. Thank you. It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, seconded by Ms. Roscoe for the approval of the reappointments of Mark Wilhide, Cynthia Harris, Debbie Latner to the Police, Fire, and Safety Commission with terms to expire on February 22nd, 2029. Any discussion? Hearing none. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide?
Abstain.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Through the chair, it's city council. Through the, just a matter of process for the council. Looking at this, I realized what Councilperson Wilhide was doing when I was wondering what he was doing. Just in the future, if somebody has a matter that they want to abstain on, you don't have to remove it. I think you could vote yes, but abstain on 3D, or whichever one is part of the original vote.
Okay.
So if there's something that you want, you can vote yes on the entire consent agenda
Okay.
with abstaining on one portion of it.
Okay.
I think that would work,
Okay.
just for future. Yeah.
And through the chair.
Yes, Mr. McWilhide?
So when we go through the approval, if I pulled out D, I could say, I'm going to vote yes on everything except for D. I want to abstain.
Yeah, you abstain from that section of it.
Okay.
I think that would work.
All right.
But you're saying
Thank
he
you.
doesn't have to, we don't have to pull it?
Yeah, I don't think so. But I'm getting it. Well, it was done tonight. I'll talk with the deputy clerk
Okay.
later about it.
Y'all let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will definitely let you know.
Okay. All righty, thank you.
Moving on with tonight's agenda, number 5 is petitioner. There are no petitioners under tonight's agenda. Brings us to number 6, chairperson's report.
Thank you, Dijon, thank you. Just a couple of quick things. I think we have some report outs today from our boards and commissions. Once I get my paper here. Let's start out with Police, Fire, and Safety Commission. Mark, you got any report outs for the Police, Fire, and Safety?
Through the chair, yeah. We didn't have a meeting this month, but I wanted to put out there that one of our commissioners, Charles Pesney, had surgery last week, and he's still in the hospital, so
Okay.
thoughts and prayers to him.
Yes, thank you.
That's it.
Thank you. All righty. Pension Committee, Councilman Jones.
Madam Chair,
Mr. Jones.
I have an executive summary. The point of this committee is to make sure our investment advisor, Greystone Morgan Stanley, gives proper investment opportunities and advice to the city employees while staying within the plan guidelines, the city ordinance guidelines, and the RRS regulations. This meeting covers activity from 4/1/2026 through 6/30/2026 and future investments. Strong quarterly division by assess growth and increase particular participate activities 3/1/2026 through 6/30/2026. This excess reaches $20 million up 93% from prior quarters. 158 participants with balances, average amounts, balance $126,861. Average amount balance exceeding industry benchmark. Volunteer participation rate at 15%. This means 15% of eligible employees had some sort of interaction with their retirement savings via internet, phone, or in-person meeting during the quarter. Beneficiary designation rate was 67%, down from prior quarters. Despite Diana's efforts, employees are encouraged to assign their beneficiaries on the Lincoln Employee Portal, especially by Diana in HR in the onboarding process. Your past target date fund shall held 88.9% of plans assessed and 94.3% of participation. These are funds created by our investment advisor to keep employees in appropriate investment as they age and near retirement. No concerns on single fund utilization, as only 2 participants are 100% invested in the Lincoln stable value, and they are 70 plus. Stable values gets low returns on the investment and is typically only invested in by those close to retirement. Employees are encouraged to diversify their retirement portfolio.
Okay, thank you for
We,
your report. The other piece.
We have, as of 26, total participation with balance 20 million 44,017 dollars. Average balance is $126,861. Medium balance, $82,230. Outstanding loan balance, $368,095. Number of outstanding loans, 36. Active contributions, 19. Total contributions amount, $276,366. Total distribution withdrawal amounts, $64,073. Number of distribution withdrawals, 22. And that gives us a summary of how we're going so far this year to this quarter.
Thank you. Thanks, Mr. Jones, for that update. And I know you've worked with Gary Harris on these figures, so thanks for reaching out to him and y'all working together to pull this summary together. Thank you. Next, Ms. Abdo, you have updates?
Yes, in the library, tomorrow is Babies and Book Story Time at 10 a.m. And the Kids Crafting Club is at 5:30. And wanted to announce that September is the National Library Card Sign-Up Month. So we encourage people to come in and get library cards. And then I have,
Cemetery?
yeah, having a brain freak. The cemetery board, we meet tomorrow, 4:30 here at City Hall. If you want to come or have a concern or just want to participate, please show up. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Abdo. And last but certainly not, well, no, we got Ms. Roscoe. I'm sorry, she has an update, Ms. Roscoe?
I do. We had a planning commission meeting last week, and we had 3 different sites that we had site plan reviews for. I give you a planning department development status report. I highlighted the 2 site plan reviews that we went over. And the only one that isn't on there, which is very exciting, is that we've seen the public safety headquarters site plan approval. So the beginning of that. which is gonna, just for the general public's knowledge, is going in over brick and binding, so that's gonna be breaking ground real soon. So yes, they had a whole presentation for us the other night, which was really good. But as you can see in the status report, there's a whole lot of things going on.
Yeah.
You flip back a couple pages, it gives you some BZA information and reoccupancy information, so a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Thank you.
So yeah, that's it in a nutshell.
Thank you, Ms. Roscoe. And last but not least, Mr. Wadsworth with the Retiree Healthcare Trust.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. We met last week on August the 13th, and things that were brought up. Presently, there are 47 active employees still working that eventually are gonna qualify for the retiree health benefits. As far as the investments, we were told that our investments are good. Our amount just reached in excess of 10 million, and our next meeting is November the 12th, and Dave Allison was the only retiree
Gotcha.
that we had. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wadsworth. Just some couple of updates on my end. We had a nice busy weekend within our churches. Community Baptist Church had their annual community event. As always, very well attended, nice turnout. They had a little bit of rain going on, but overall, they pushed on, and they had a great turnout and a great event. So kudos to Tanya and her pastor, Hiram McBurrows, and all they do. He said they've been doing this for 32 years, so just want to give them a shout out for what they do in our community every year with this annual event. And then First Baptist had a big backpack giveaway this past Saturday, the same day as the Community Baptist event. So great job, First Baptist. They had a lot of traffic, a lot of people. They really got the word out there. They had a lot of families coming through getting backpacks, and they gave them school supplies and things of that nature for their backpack, and snacks to go with it. So great job, First Baptist, for the work that they did on Saturday as well. Like I said, a very busy weekend going on. And then our schools had their golf outing on the 11th, another great turnout, great showing there too. A lot of participation, and just a lot of support, a lot of people out there supporting our school and with the golf outing. So, and then they actually have an event coming up this Saturday. Their annual Bratz Barbecue and Back to School is this Saturday from 12 to 4. So if you're going down Wayne Road, you will see it right on Wayne Road out there. They'll be out there posted. You'll see their new parking lot. They got their parking lots done. They've been doing work on the high school parking lot, on the middle school, and I think a couple of the elementary schools. So check out our school on this Saturday from 12 to 4. Their Bratz Barbecue and Back to School event is this week. Then we have another golf outing coming out on September 12th with the Relay for Life, Shona Sylvie Baum. They will be having their golf outing at the Gateway on September 12th. If you want to sign up, you can reach out to Shona at, let me get her information. She can be reached at, hold on. She can be reached at 734-754-3823. Again, 734-754-3823, or romulusrelay@gmail.com. romulusrelay@gmail.com. That's Saturday, September 12th. They got this huge, big prize of $10,000 for a hole-in-one prize. So, and a lot of other good prizes going on that day too. So if you are interested, please look for reach out to Shona Sylvie Baum at her telephone number or her email address for the Relay for Life 6th Annual Charity Golf Outing. Please support if you can. I want to do a shout out. We had our last Music in the Park. One was last Friday. It was great. It was tremendous. It was a great final Music in the Park for our city. We had extra vendors going on the grass side. That was really great. That was a nice showing. not seen that piece on our Music in the Park, but thank you for Jerry Freyer and his team, all they're doing in our parks and Music in the Park downtown, in our downtown area. And then all the vendors, I think that was Jay, I think had something to do with all the vendors, if I'm not mistaken. Well, it was a great showing, so great job for the last Music in the Park for this year. And then my family, I had family members come out and support. They just enjoying what's going on in our city of Romulus. So thank you to my family for coming out, showing out, and all the people. I see some people out in the audience that was there too, Mr. Cox's and Miss Gail. Thank you guys for always coming and supporting. So yeah, it was a great event. So thank you everybody for coming out who came out and participated. And then last and not least, this is just a personal thing for me. Our Director of Parks and Rec, Colleen Dumas' mom got married over the last week, and it was a beautiful wedding. She did the ceremony and the reception at our senior center. And when I say they transformed our senior center, that's what I mean. It was a great event. She did the ceremony and the repast at our senior center, and the staff was on hand, just her Colleen and her sister Cheryl Pathres she was the wedding planner, did a phenomenal job just transforming our senior center into a great event for a wedding reception and a wedding repast. It was just phenomenal. So congratulations to Miss Diane and her husband Lawrence Thomas for their nuptials, and Colleen and Cheryl, her family, for what they did in making that a great event for her mom. So just want to shout them out as well. And I think that's all I have. Thank you.
Madam Chair,
Ms. Roscoe.
I'll make a motion to accept your report.
Thank you.
Support.
Thank you. It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, seconded by Mr. Jones for the approval of the chairperson's report. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhite?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Number 7 is the mayor's report.
Thank you. Good evening, City Council, Madam Treasurer, Deputy Clerk, in the audience here today, and those who are tuning in at home. Before I get into action items, I'd like to draw your attention to the monitor and an announcement from the mayor's office and Ms. Vanessa Talabi.
Hello, I'm Vanessa Tyler, and here are some events happening in Romulus. Grab your blankets and lawn chairs and join us when we host our first free movie in Eagle Alley on Friday, August 28th. The feature movie will be Karate Kid. Legends Showtime is at 7 p.m. Wayne County is holding a household hazardous waste collection on Saturday, August the 29th, from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. located at the West Lane Shopping Center at 35000 West Warren Road. Think you've got what it takes? Show us your talent and shine on stage. Join the Romulus Got Talent Show on September 20th during the Pumpkin Festival Unity Day. Prizes will be given to first, second, and third place winners. Please call 313-408-3637 for more information. Pre-registration for the Romulus Rotary Parade of Lights is now open. A $10 per parade entry is requested. There will be a $50 prize for the winner in each category. Pre-registration appreciated but not required. All entries must be decorated with an abundance of working lights. Lineup begins at 6:30 p.m. directly on Goddard Road, west of Wayne Road. The Fall Free City Art Sale will be held on September 24th through September 27th. You can register at the clerk's office or on our website. Thanks, everyone, and remember to like and share us on Facebook and YouTube, or visit our website for more information. You have yourself a great night.
Thank you, Vanessa. One additional event that's going to happen here is going to be Saturday, September 12th at our downtown historic park. And it's a mental health fun day. Comfort foods, yard games, live music, fun raffles, vendors, face painting, relaxation zones, all brought to you by M Life. And too often we get too busy in this life, we don't take time to worry about our mental health. So it might be a good opportunity for you. And I also wanted to add that the additional small events we're doing in Eagle Alley, a lot of residents still aren't aware of what we have in our downtown, and it's nestled between two buildings. In Eagle Alley's down there, we're doing the Karate Kid movie, and that's in conjunction with Greco Martial Arts Studios. So they've moved in downtown, they have a thriving business down there, and they do a lot of stuff with their kids in the alley, so we figured let's do, we'll roll out the Rambotron, do a movie down there, so hopefully you have time to make it down there and check that out. And also check out Greco Martial Arts Studio. Moving into the action items I have for tonight, the first one I have is for the Clements contract for records management for our Romulus Police Department. And I respectfully request City Council authorize the mayor and clerk to enter into the attached main services agreement and interlocal agreement with the newly formed Clements Authority.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make the motion to concur with the administration and authorize the mayor and the clerk to enter into the attached main services agreement with interlocal agreement with the newly formed Clements Authority.
Support.
It's been motioned by Mr. Wilhite, seconded by Mr. Wadsworth for the to concur with administration and authorize the mayor and clerk to enter into the attached main services agreement and interlocal agreement with the newly formed Clements Authority. Any discussion?
Madam Chair,
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
should I read this
Sure,
resolution?
through
and-
through the
now
chair. I
before we
mean, I
vote?
think we can have that motion and the acceptance of the motion and a vote on it, but I have prepared a resolution, and going through the packet, the new Clements Authority requires a resolution to be passed and sent to the authority. So if you want to maybe withdraw your motion to approve and adopt the resolution as read, as indicated, so we can properly enter the agreement with Clements.
I would like to rescind my motion.
All right.
I'll take back the support.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
So,
the
yes,
chair,
so we're
I'll-
looking, for a motion to adopt the resolution.
Okay.
And also, as we discussed, I think it's important to read the resolution since it was not part of the packet, so I apologize. It's a
No,
little
thank
bit
you.
lengthy.
Thank you,
Madam Chair,
Ms. Roscoe?
I'll make a motion, and I'll read the resolution. Everybody hang in here with me, it's a little lengthy. I'm making a motion to accept the resolution approving participation in the Courts and Law Enforcement Management Information System, Clements Authority, interlocal government, and authorizing execution of the Clements Participation Agreement and Main Services Agreement. Whereas the City of Romulus is a public agency within the meaning of the Urban Corporation Act of 1967, 1967 PA 7 as amended, MCL 124-501, whereas Section 28 of Article 7 of the Michigan Constitution of 1963 and the Urban Corporation Act authorize public agencies to exercise jointly with other public agencies powers, privileges, and authorities which they share in common and which each might exercise separately. And whereas the Courts and the Law Enforcement Management Information System has for many years provided critical law enforcement, public safety, dispatch, records management, and information sharing services to the City of Romulus's Police Department and Fire Department. Whereas Oakland County and the Charter Township of Bloomfield, the Charter Township of White Lake, and other participating public agencies have established the Courts and Law Enforcement Management Information System Authority, the Clements Authority, pursuant to an interlocal agreement under the Urban Corporation Act to continue operation and management of the Clements system. And whereas the Clements Authority requires participating public agencies to execute a participation agreement, approve the Clements interlocal agreement, and enter into a Clements main service agreement in order to continue receiving Clements services beyond September 30th, 2026. And whereas the City of Romulus desires to continue its participation in the Clements and maintain uninterrupted public safety services for the benefit of its residents, police department, and fire department. And whereas the City Council has reviewed the proposed participation agreement, Clements main service agreement, and related documentation, and finds that participation in the Clements Authority serves a valid public purpose as in the best interest of the city. Now therefore, be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Romulus hereby approves the Courts and Law Enforcement Management Information System, the CLEMIS Authority interlocal agreement, and authorizes the City of Romulus to become a participating public agency and party thereto. Be it furthermore resolved that the City Council hereby approves and authorizes execution of the CLEMIS Participation Agreement, the CLEMIS Main Service Agreement, and the related police and fire department order forms necessary to continue CLEMIS services to the City of Romulus. Be it further resolved that the mayor is authorized and directed to execute the participation agreement, the CLEMIS Main Service Agreement, the applicable order forms, and any auxiliary documents necessary to effectuate the city's participation in the CLEMIS Authority. Be it further resolved that the city clerk is authorized and directed to transmit certified copies of this resolution and to take all actions necessary to comply with the filing and administrative requirements set forth in the participation agreement and the CLEMIS interlocal agreement.
I'll support that.
Thank you. It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, so seconded by Mr. Wadsworth for the resolution approving participation in the Courts and Law Enforcement Management Information System CLEMIS Authority interlocal agreement and authorizing execution of the CLEMIS participation agreement and main service agreement as very well read by Ms. Roscoe. For the rest of it, any discussion? Hearing none. Ms. Roscoe.
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth.
Yes.
Ms. Abdo.
Yes.
Mr. Jones.
Yes.
Mr. Wilhite.
Yes.
Mr. Bullock.
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, and just to clarify for those tuning in at home and here in the audience today, really, CLEMIS is a records management for RPD. It's a tool for them to use. It started with, like we said, two communities. It's grown to over 250 communities that participate now. So it's suggested and approved that they become their own authority. The cost will remain the same, but it's for a records management system for PD, so thank you very much. The next item I have is a joint effort to revision and the reconstructive efforts of Ecorse Road as we work with Van Buren and Taylor. And we have a tax increment revenue collection and retention agreement. And I request City Council authorize the mayor and clerk to enter into the attached tax increment revenue collection and retention agreement between the City of Romulus and the Local Development Finance Authority, the Detroit Region Aerotropolis Development Corporation for Ecorse and Inkster Road Corridor.
Need a motion.
Madam Chair?
Ms. Roscoe.
I'll make that motion to concur with the administration and authorize the mayor and clerk to enter into the attached tax increment revenue collection and retention agreement between the City of Romulus and the Local Development Finance Authority and the Detroit Region Aerotropolis Development Corporation for the Ecorse and Inkster Roads Corridor.
I'll support, and I have a question.
Thank you. It's been motion by Ms. Roscoe, seconded by Mr. Wadsworth to concur with the administration and authorize the mayor and clerk to enter into the attached tax increment revenue collection and retention agreement between the City of Romulus and the Local Development Finance Authority of the Detroit Region Aerotropolis Development Corporation for the Ecorse and Inkster Roads Corridor. Mr.
And
Wadsworth.
if I can, through the chair, Mayor, this is going to generate $67 million? I'm looking through the last page.
I'm going to bring Kevin Kraus, our
I
Economic
like the
Development
figure.
Director, up.
I like the figure.
Well, it's really about the initiative to rebuild and re-envision
Yeah,
Ecorse
I
Road in
understand, but
Romulus, and working with Van Buren on their stormwater detention issues and also Taylor with their needs as well. So probably as far as particulars of that, I'll let Kevin Kraus direct that.
Yeah, good evening, Council and Mayor. Yeah, so across all three communities,
All
not
three.
just our community.
Okay,
So
that was going to be my next
Yeah,
question.
focus to raise approximately about $20 million per community to focus on the Ecorse Road corridors.
Okay, and this is going to be enough to take care of the road, they figure?
Well, so as a reminder, Ecorse Road isn't a city road, it's a county road.
County road.
So this is the city's being very proactive in coming up with a plan to work with the county. We've put the county on notice a couple of years ago that we have some issues along that corridor that need addressed and that have been concerns of our citizens. So we've worked with them, so we're going to continue to work with them, and we expect them to come to the table, and this will be our matching funds for the dollars that go into that.
Okay, fine, good. I like it. Thank you.
Any other questions from council? Any discussion? Thanks, Kevin. All righty. With no more discussion, Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Will Hyde?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you. I want to compliment Kevin and his team too, his work as far
Yeah.
as economic development. And working with Chris Gerber from Aerotropolis, people hear those names a lot and don't understand the significance. But when we met with Wayne County years ago, it was evident that Ecorse Road, the condition of that road was not on the radar with drainage and quality of surface. So this shows that Romulus is serious about getting it re-envisioned and rebuilt and widened and taken care of to address the traffic issues and the drainage issues. So hats off to Kevin and his team. Been working about 3 years on this one, put it together. We finally are seeing the fruits of it. So we'll start to capture that, and hopefully we'll see that re-envisioning start soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin.
The next item I have up is a TIFA board appointment. I'm hereby requesting approval to Gary Harris, Finance Director, TIFA Treasurer and Tax Increment Finance Authority Board to fill a current vacancy in a term not to expire of November 30th, 2028.
Madam Chair,
Mr. Jones?
I move to concur with the administration and approve the appointment of Gary Harris, Financial Director, and Tilfa Treasurer and Tax Increment Finance Authority. Tilfa Board to fill the current vacancy with a term to expire on November.
August. You got August? Oh, I got the wrong, I'm sorry. Okay, I got the wrong one. Okay, my bad.
November 28, 2028.
Support.
Thank you. It's been motioned by Mr. Jones, seconded by Ms. Abdo. Let me make sure I have the right one. To concur with the administration and approve the appointment of Gary Harris, Finance Director and TIFA Treasurer, the Tax Increment Finance Authority, TIFA Board to fill a current vacancy with a term to expire on November 28th, 2028. Any discussion? Hearing none. Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Will Hyde?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you. The last item I have up is for a budget amendment in association with the R Street project. As we work over there in Wade and Superior, Cogswell area, and they continue to work on the roads, there were some culverts that were severely deteriorated that were under the driveways. And of course, they had no way of knowing that until they started excavating them. So Roberto and his team had to call an audible and make an adjustment for the project. So I'm requesting an approval for the introduction of budget amendment 26-27-1 to transfer funds from Major Roads Fund to Local Streets Fund to cover additional expenses related to Cogswell, Wade, and Superior culverts.
Madam Chairman,
Mr. Wadsworth?
I'm going to move that we pass the introduction of budget amendment 26/27-1, and it's for the Cogswell, Wade, and Superior culvert.
Support.
Thank you. Been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, seconded by Ms. Abdo, to concur with the administration and introduce budget amendment 26/27-1 to transfer funds from the Major Roads Fund to the Local Street Fund to cover additional expenses related to Cogswell, Wade, and Superior culverts. Any discussion? Hearing none. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Mr. Will Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you. I want to thank Roberto and his team as well at the DPW for managing all these projects. He still has to do his day-to-day responsibilities as DPS director, but we're doing an unprecedented amount of work in the roads in our neighborhoods, although we have a long way to go. There's a lot of work being done. I drove the sites today. They're already putting asphalt down on Wade and Superior, so those roads are gone, the culverts are in. They're doing the base course right now. I drove through the Meadows, drove through Oak Brook, and I'm seeing all those projects go on. So we got a long way to go, but hats off to Roberto and the DPW team for doing a great job quarterbacking all of those responsibilities right now. So
Thanks,
thank you.
Roberto.
Thank you.
And that will do it for my report tonight.
Thank you, Mayor. Number 8 is the clerk's report. There are no action items under the clerk's report, nor is there anything else to report under the clerk's report. So number 9 is treasurer's report.
Thank you. Good evening. I have a few items under my report tonight. There's just 2 more council meetings after tonight, so I'm going to remind everyone that the 2026 summer tax bills are due. They are due on Wednesday, September 30th. Any questions, you always feel free to call the treasurer's office. Also, I announced this at the last meeting, and I'm going to continue to announce it because it's important, is the 10th Annual Veterans Resource Fair. It is being held on November 19th from 10 to 3. It's being held at the Wayne County Community College District in Detroit. You do need to register, so if you need more information, please contact me, and I will be happy to share the email address with you. And we even have a scan code, so you can use that as well. So we can get you a copy of this flyer. So give me a call and I'll be happy to help you with that. Again, this is a great fair for veterans and lots of resources, and I can't say enough good things. So
Nice.
want to spread the word on that. Have you been there before, Tim?
I have.
I thought so.
It was a
Yeah.
few years ago, though.
Okay,
So,
it's
yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then I want to remind everyone, no secret, but Comerica Bank is transitioning to Fifth Third Bank. That will take place on Tuesday, September 8th, so right after the holiday. You're going to see a change over there. And then the mayor had mentioned M-Life on September 12th, and I just wanted to say, I know Miranda works really hard on that, and I know she's always looking for baskets as donations, so if anybody would like to do a basket for her, I know she would greatly appreciate it. And that is all that I have under my report this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. And I do need to get with you. I do need to get back up to speed with the veterans thing, because it has been a few years, so I'll get with you on the side. Okay,
No
thank
problem.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Treasurer. Number 10 is public comment. This second public comment period is for those in the audience who would like to address the city council. The rules to address the city council can be found on the back of the meeting agenda. If you would like to address the city council, please raise your hand, and after being acknowledged by the chairperson, approach the podium and state your name. Members of the public who submitted a public comment card will be called upon first. You will have 3 minutes to speak. Any additional time will be upon the consent of the chair. Madam Chair, we do have 2 public comment cards. The first is from Connie Cox.
My name is Connie Cox. I just want to give a summary of my vendor show. June 6th, Historical Park and Pavilion. I got smart this year and I took on 2 co-partners, Gail Mack and Mark Cox Jr., who couldn't be here tonight. And I didn't have a broken foot. So that was a plus. It was a good day, not as much traffic as the prior year. Prior year was on a Sunday, this one was a Saturday. So we're going to do one more year and go back to Sunday. So we had $1,200 in donations. We donated to the Hook and Ladder Theater, to the Romulus High School Boys Baseball Team, the Romulus Garden Club, Grind Line Coat and Food Drive, Romulus Flyers Football Team, Romulus Flyers Cheerleading Squad. And they were, of course, all very grateful to get the donation. I want to thank Colleen at Parks and Rec. She was so good, and our DPW rocked. I had an explicit letter I sent over of where I wanted garbage barrels, where it was perfect, wasn't it, Gail? It was perfect. So we're going to try again next year and hopefully have more money to donate. We had 45 vendors. We had 2 food trucks, 2 bakeries, and a lemonade stand. And we hope to do better than that next year.
So, Ms. Connie, you said just one more year?
Well, come on, team.
I'm just asking. You said it.
1 year after.
Okay,
When I
okay.
did the first one, I said no more. And then when I did this one, I thought, well, one more. So Gail and I thought, one more.
Okay.
Eventually, I'd like to hand it over to somebody.
Gotcha.
I don't want it to disappear,
Mhm.
but I don't know how many more I
I got you.
I'm gonna go on Wednesdays. And then after that, I'm hoping somebody can.
Take over. Thanks, Miss Connie.
Stacy's great.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I just wanted to make a comment. I just wanted to thank you again for all your hard work. I know you worked really hard on this, and I know that Gail and Mark helped you as well, and Mr. Cox over there, absolutely. He's always there to help. So it was a really nice show, and you did a great job. And every little bit of money that you collect helps all those organizations to get to that goal, and it's appreciated. So thank you.
Yeah.
We just wanted people to know, and the council to know, and the vendors to know, it doesn't go in her pocket or my pocket. It's donated.
Can we give him a round of applause, them a round of applause, please? Thank you.
All right, the next public comment card received is from Shannon Woitas.
Sorry, it takes me a minute.
It's okay.
Hi, remember me? Shannon Whitus from the Coalition to Shut the Camps. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little update on what's going on with the federal court case regarding the camp. On June 29th, DHS came to federal court and said, we're going to sell these 7 warehouses. We promise. July 1st, they canceled our lawsuit hearing that we had downtown 15 minutes beforehand and said, oh, it's too hot, we can't come here. July 7th, the judge issued a 60-day stay on our case. Give them 60 days to come up and say, what are they going to do with our warehouse? Put it in writing. July 8th, DHS said to Roxbury, oh, we're going back on that promise. We're going to turn your warehouse into a concentration camp after all. Roxbury flipped out, said you can't do that, you can't go back on your word. July 27th, again, DHS said, yeah, we're still thinking about it, and sent them another letter. We're still reviewing it. You're still up to be a warehouse, or to be a concentration camp. Well, now we come to our 60-day stay is almost up. It's going to be up September 4th. That's next Friday. There is no status hearing in the court. There is no information coming from Jonathan Gray, no information coming from Dana Nessel. Nobody knows what's going on, so we need help. We need to know what's going on. We can't wait until the last minute for them to say, oh, we haven't decided, and then it's going to take even longer to get another status hearing done. We want to see that status hearing get scheduled now. So what we're asking for you guys to do is to contact Dana Nessel, contact Jonathan Gray, the judge who's hearing this, and say, let's get a status hearing on the books. There's nothing there. Judge Gray has the power to schedule that status hearing now so that when this September 4th stay has come, the date's already made. They can't say, oh, let's keep pushing it off. Oh, let's keep pushing it off. Let's wait till after the election so we get the candidates we want in. No, we need them to do this now so that this gets shut back. There's no reason that they can't come up and spend 1 hour of their time to take that deed for this warehouse and give it back to you guys. Give it back to Romulus. Give it back to even just the General Services Administration. Get it out of DHS. There's no reason it needs to still be there. So, thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you for your time.
Madam Chair, that's the last of the public
Written
comment
request.
cards I received.
Okay, any other comments from the audience? Okay, we can close that out.
All right, thank you, Madam Chair. Number 11 is unfinished business. Number 12 is new business. Number 13 is warrant for approval is warrant number 26-16.
Through the chair, I'd like to make a motion, we pay warrant 26-16 in the following amounts. General fund, $222,813.92. Major street fund, $5,298.38. Local street fund, $19,286.24. Public safety fund, $37,734.68. Cable TV, $62,518.32. Merriman Road Special Assessment, $16,252.88. Street Lighting Fund, $42,262.98. Community Employee Activity Fund, $16.78. Garbage and Rubbish Collection Fund, $5,454. Oakwood SAD, $279.02. Tax Increment Finance Authority, $1,345,973.25. Downtown Development Authority, $4,547.50. Michigan Indigent Defense Fund, $5,063.49. 911 Service Fund, $607.99. Drug Law Enforcement Fund, $469,044. Law Enforcement Federal, $587.87. Library Fund, $17,991.13. Water and Sewer Fund, $175,581.83. Motor Vehicle, $6,107.15. Technology Services, $986.77. Revolving Fund, $1,938. Impress Payroll Fund, $43,519. Delinquent Personal Property Fund, $3,164.87. Totaling all funds, $2,018,455.49.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Abdo, seconded by Mr. Wadsworth to pay approval of warrant number 26-16 for checks presented in the amount of $2,018,455.49. Any discussion? Hearing none. Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, City Council. Number 14 is communications.
Madam Chair.
Ms. Roscoe?
I have one. So the high school has had its parking lot repaved. So Forgotten Harvest was moved for a little bit, and then it wasn't around for a few weeks. But I'm glad to announce that Forgotten Harvest will be back at the Romulus High School tomorrow
Yay.
from 8 to 12. Please get there, before 10 and get in line. Usually a long line. But I got a notice today that they will be back at the high school tomorrow on Tuesday
Yeah.
from 10 to 12.
Is that
Thank
every
you.
Tuesday?
Pardon me?
Is that every Tuesday?
I don't know. All I know is tomorrow they're going to be back at the high school. I would imagine they're going to try to start bringing it back every Tuesday. They had an issue when they moved it to Hale Creek. The truck was having a hard time getting down Harrison and getting down to the school, so they canceled it for a little bit here. So, and now I was told today they're bringing it back tomorrow to the high school.
Thank you.
So, which is good. They got a lot of room over there.
Nice. Any other communications?
All right, that brings us to number 15, adjournment. The time is 8:23.
So moved.
Support.
Motion by Mr. Wadsworth, seconded by Mr. Jones for the adjournment of this meeting. Mr. Wadsworth? Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Bullock?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhide?
Oh, yeah.
Chair votes yes, we are adjourned.